So, so those are the five elements, and you were talking about how they map to various seasons, all the way from winter for water to spring, summer, winter, whatever, fall. Kind of goes into a cycle. So, how does that correlate? Because you were talking about biorhythms that we actually live accordance to these
Circadian rhythm.
seasons. Yeah, and I
Mhm.
assume then that means by definition our body are going through different elements during different
Yes,
seasons. Okay, so
you're so intuitive.
what's the connection between those two?
Right. So let's go to winter.
Okay.
Winter is kind of it's the water time. It's the time to reflect, right? The time to kind of rest more. Everybody's a little more chill. It's cold. Cold is
Mhm.
the quality of the water and the winter element.
Mhm.
So we need to eat warm foods, right?
Mm.
It's not the time for ice cream and raw salads
Right.
because those are going to be harder to digest.
Right.
So if your body has a finite amount of energy, vital energy, digestive fire and energy, then if your body has to use a lot of that energy just to keep you warm because the elements are so cold, you don't have as much available then to digest your food. So we want to
Oh.
make it easier, right? We're going to just
Mm.
help the body out. Lots of soups, lots of cooked things. That's when it feels so good to do a roast in the, it makes your whole house warm and we want to sit
Right.
by the fire and read a book and just relax. Like this is winter.
Right. And so if you're doing an acupuncture treatment for someone during winter, what are the typical kinds of things that you'd want to do? Like I saw the various channels that you'd want to work on and things that you'd want to do for balancing. What are some of the treatments and what are the symptoms that people typically come up with during the winter?
Good question. Well, because the kidney and urinary bladder are the element or the organs associated with the winter and water element, that would relate commonly to back pain.
Mm,
I mean, you can see back pain any time of
yeah.
year, right? But that those would be things to look at, and also if they're over burning their candle, right? Like people who are living as if it's summer in the middle of winter, they're going to burn out, right?
Mm,
Lot of
mm-hmm.
it's conservation of energy and like, okay, this is like bears hibernate right now,
Right.
just modify your schedule,
Right.
think about it in terms of like what's best for your vitality.
Right. And what I find so interesting is that this isn't actually mapping with our actual calendar because
Right.
during that winter time is like Christmas, New Year's Eve, like
Right.
all this stuff that happens when we're kind of amped up and running around trying to cram in more in
Right.
shorter periods of time. So it seems
Right.
like that would
And
be
how do
the
people feel, right? They're
right.
stressed out. They're like,
Yes.
ah,
Right, because there's a conflict between what is on the calendar that you should be doing and actually what your body wants to be doing.
right.
Interesting. Okay, got it.
All those parties being that social,
Right. Okay, so
it's
we went
fun.